Good morning. Down here in the garage today, and we're going to talk about, well, packing. I haven't done a packing video in a while, but I want to approach this a little bit differently because after my last video where Kevin and I got drenched in the rain and I showed you my Viking Bags packing system, well, quite a few people commented on, well, you need to carry less stuff. Like, all right, well, I'm always open to learning new things, so I thought we would go through what I carry on just about every trip, and I want you to tell me how I can carry less stuff. Again, and I'm being honest here, help me pack lighter. So I'm about to head out next week on a 3-day camping trip. Now for this trip, I'm gonna do like I did last time, and I'm gonna take my truck and we're gonna put the bike on the back so I can carry basically anything I want. But I'm still going to pack as far as my clothing and other things for the motorcycle, just like I do on every other trip. And that is, I pack for essentially 3 days. So whether I'm going on a 3-day trip or whether I'm going on a 3-week trip, again, I'm taking basically the same stuff, and I've got all of the clothing and a few other things set out here. So let's go through all that. I separate my clothing into 2 categories: off the bike, stuff that I'm going to wear when I'm in camp or at a hotel, and things that I'm going to wear on the bike. That is my base layers, basically, and my protective gear, my mid layers as well. For off the bike clothing, I'm going to carry 1 pair of convertible pants, and this is going to be the set of pants I'm going to wear for the entire trip. I take convertible pants because, well, I can zip off those legs and wear them as shorts. I'm also going to take 3 different shirts. Typically, these are just like short sleeve tees of some kind that I'm going to wear again over the course of my trip. I don't always do this, but on this particular trip, I'm going to take a pair of swim trunks because we might be going in the water. I don't know. We'll see. And then, of course, you've got 3 pair of underwear and 3 pairs of socks. My wife always reminds me that it's really correct to say pairs and not 3 pairs, so I go back and forth. You'll have to forgive me. And the last thing, of course, we need to bring for off-bike is some kind of pair of shoes. And it depends upon what I'm expecting that I'm going to be doing. If I'm going to be doing some walking or hiking, then I'll bring some shoes like this that I'm going to on this camping trip. If I'm not expecting to be doing that, then I'll bring something that's probably a little smaller, lighter, something that will compact better. But again, on this trip, I might be doing some hiking. And all of that off-bike clothing goes in one of my packing cubes here. Now, whether I use a packing cube or whether I use a dry sack will depend upon which bike I'm riding and what I have for storage. On this particular trip, I am going to be, again, taking the truck, so I can use the packing cubes. Also on my Triumph Tiger, right, I can use the packing cubes because I have those big, solid, right, side panniers that these things fit in perfectly. Now, if I was taking my Triumph Scrambler and I was using that 80-liter ADV setup from Viking Bags that I did on our main trip, then I would be packing all of that clothing in something like this. This is the AEROSTICH dry sack. Really nice dry sack. And you can check those out in the description of the video. I've got a link to AEROSTICH, so check them out. Next up, I have my on-bike clothing, and that's the stuff I'm going to wear my base layers, right, underneath my riding gear, my jacket, my pants, so forth. So essentially that is, I've got 3 shirts, right? I've got a couple of short sleeve shirts. These are the LD Comfort shirts that I've been wearing forever. I love these things. So again, you can check those out as well at ldcomfort.com. I'm not affiliated with them. I just think they have a great product. Then I've got 3 pair of underwear that I'm going to wear again underneath my riding gear. And I do need to get some new LD Comfort stuff. The elastic is wearing out and they're just kind of loose. So on this particular trip, I'm just using my regular undies. And then of course we've got 3 pair of riding socks. Now, in this particular case, I'm taking my waterproof socks because after our little enjoying wet ride up in Maine, I've decided I'm going to be carrying these. I didn't have these on the last trip because I thought my boots were going to be waterproof. But that's another story. You'll be hearing about that later. Since I'm not riding my bike up on this particular trip, all of this will be packed. However, most of the time when I'm out traveling, right, then I'm going to be wearing this stuff, right, every day on the bike. So I'm not going to be needing to pack that on the bike. So I'm really only having to pack 2 sets of, again, base layers and things for, again, while I'm traveling. And let me bring this up as well. One of my base layers that I carry is always a pair of long tights. So I carry 2 short sleeves and then a set of long sleeve base layers atop and my full length tights, just in case it gets cold out. Now, honestly though, I have worn these in really warm weather and I love them because you sweat all over and these things absorb that sweat and help get it out to the surface so that it can evaporate. And once again, all of this stuff fits in one of my packing cubes. You know what? There's one thing I almost forgot. Got to bring my traveling hat. So there's all of my clothing for riding, all of my base layers, as well as the clothing that I'm going to wear off the bike, including my shoes. This is all here. So again, go through that stuff. Tell me what I could do to simplify that. I've got 3 days worth of clothing. Yep, I could go down to 2, of course, or I could even go down to 1, and then I could spend a lot more time washing that stuff. So 3 seems to me to be a reasonable compromise between carrying stuff and having to wash and refresh it all of the time. So again, let me know what you think. As far as fitting it on the bike, well, on my Tiger, it goes in the left side pannier, just like this. So next up, we've got mid layers. I carry an insulating layer. That's one of those puffy jackets that will help to keep me warm when it gets cold. Because on every trip I've taken, there have been those days when I've needed that. And also, I carry this. This is the AEROSTICH waterproof, windproof mid layer, and it has been a lifesaver both on my trip up to Alaska in 2024 and then on that last trip we did up in Maine where we got drenched, right? This is what kept my chest and my arms dry, right? The rain eventually soaked through my AEROSTICH Darien jacket after about 4 hours of just constant torrential rain, but this kept me dry inside. And both of those layers go in a little bit smaller packing cube like this, and I keep those in my top case on the Tiger, right, so that I can get to them really easily, but I do something a little different when I'm on the Scrambler. When I'm riding the Scrambler, I do something slightly different. I compress everything down into this smaller packing cube. That's it. Both of these mid layers are in there, as well as the cover for this, which is my AEROSTICH tank bag here. And I have grown to just love this thing. I didn't realize I was going to, but just the simplicity of it and how much stuff that I can carry in here. Again, I've just really grown to love this tank bag. Now we can't forget, of course, personal care items. So I have this one case that allows me to get all of my personal care stuff into this bag, at least in most cases, right? And that includes, of course, my head shaver, my beard care products, my toothbrush, right? Anything else I need, a bar of soap and that kind of stuff, that would all go right in here. And of course, if you're going camping and you want to shower, you would need a towel of some kind. I've got one of those tiny little microfiber ones around here somewhere, but I'll have to go and find it. Now let's talk about something that I don't always carry with me on a trip, and that is a set of rain gear. Right? But if you don't have some of the climb gear or the AEROSTICH gear, those kinds of things, then you'll need to carry a set of rain gear. And after our last experience of riding all day in that torrential rain, well, I'm considering carrying some with me as a backup as well. But what I would carry is my triple-digit gloves from AEROSTICH to keep my hands nice and dry. I would carry some kind of rain jacket. This one happens to be a Climb jacket, as well as I have a nice set of Climb, pants, rain pants that I can also wear. Again, I use these things very sparingly, but again, I think I'm going to start carrying them with me. Now, the bad thing about rain gear is that it can be pretty bulky. So I think what I'm going to do is, again, use a stuff sack. And by using one of these dry stuff sacks, you can compress this down pretty easily and kind of smush it into a corner somewhere. And again, for me, if I'm traveling on the Tiger, this is going in my top case, again, along with my mid layers that I might need to get to easily. And the last things that you want to think about, of course, are some extra gloves, right? I typically ride with my AEROSTICH deerskin gloves, really comfortable. I love these things. But I also carry along an extra set. This is a Climb Adventure glove with Gore-Tex. But as with all of this stuff, I've found that I get about an hour of dryness out of these, right? Which is why I carry my triple-digit gloves. Now, I know some of you now are going, man, that's a lot of stuff. Well, again, what would you cut out? What mid-layer wouldn't you take with you? Would you not take an insulated layer? Would you not take that inner dry layer? Or would you not take your rain gear or an extra pair of gloves with you? Again, what would you cut out? I guess that brings us to the last thing that we need to talk about, and that is tools and maintenance items. Right, of course, I'm going to carry a tool roll with the basic tools that I need for emergencies, like tire repair, right, or tightening something that's loose. I'm not going to, probably pull spark plugs and stuff on the side of the road. If I get down to that, then, well, that's why I've got towing insurance that I carry, right? I'm going to call somebody. But for basic maintenance and things, well, I'm going to carry some kind of a tool roll. I'm also going to carry this little bag that has my registration in it, as well as a helmet lock. And a must-have, as far as I'm concerned, is my FANTTIK tire pump. Right? I use this almost every day, and you don't want to be without it when you need it. I also have a jump starter that when I am on the Tiger, I do carry with me. But if I'm on the little scrambler, then I don't take that. There just isn't the room for it on the scrambler. So, and I'm hoping that if I need to, I can push that thing to get it started, but we'll see. And on the scrambler aisle, I also need this. This is chain lube and a rag and some rubber gloves so that I can do that. And in order to get the rear wheel up off of the ground so I can clean and lube the chain, well, then I need something like this, a little jack stand, because the scrambler doesn't have a center stand and I don't think there's any way to put one on. And here's something else that I do carry with me if I have room for it, and that is some bike spirits and an extra clean rag, right? And that's to clean off face shields, clean off windscreens, right? This stuff works really well for getting bugs off as well as polishing up the bike. So if I have room, well, I'm gonna bring a can of that along as well. And once again, same question, what would you cut out here? There's no way I'm not bringing my pump, right? There's no way I'm not bringing at least a basic set of tools. Now, this, well, if you want to get your bike up so that you can clean the chain, well, you're going to need something. Now, believe it or not, all of this stuff, the clothing, the tools, everything fits really easily on either my Triumph Tiger 1200 or even on the Scrambler when I'm carrying that big one bag system or when I'm carrying that 80-liter ADV setup. All of this goes in there easily with room to spare. So this next category, this is what usually throws me over the edge. So this is the stuff that I carry with me that you probably don't need, at least most of you don't need. And this is all of my electronic stuff for recording my trips. And of course, I know I could not carry it with me, but then we wouldn't have a YouTube channel where you could complain about how much stuff I carry, right? Right? I mean, that's the way that it works. If I'm going to do this channel, I got to carry this stuff with me. And I've pared this down very much greatly over the years, right? I'm now shooting with mostly one camera, sometimes two, but those are Insta360 cameras where I can get multiple views. Right? I have my little Chromebook in here and there's a backup drive, right? And all the cords and things that are necessary to run those. I then have my camera paraphernalia in these two things, and that includes extra batteries and cables and a charging system, so forth. I carry this little 5-port charger that I can hook everything up to. Every night I have to set up my charging station. Again, that's just part of the deal. So this stuff, well, it could go away and it would definitely make my life easier, but again, there wouldn't be a YouTube channel. So that's it. That's everything that I carry with me. And personally, after doing this for, well, now 20 years, I think I have it down to only the things that I really need. You know, I got 3 days worth of clothing on the bike and off the bike. Right? I've got my personal care items. I have my mid layers in case temperatures change or the weather conditions change, and they always do. So you need those things. And do I carry rain gear or not? Well, I don't know. Again, it really depends. Sometimes on trips I've needed that rain gear and I wish I had it, and then other times I haven't needed it. So it's something that takes up space that you hope you never have to use, just like all of the tools that you carry. But you've got to carry at least a minimal set of tools, especially things to do general maintenance, like on your chain, or like, you know, pumping up your tires, checking your air pressure every day, which I try to get in the habit of doing that. So you tell me again, what can I get rid of? I'm very interested to see what you guys have to say and how you can help me, again, pare this stuff down. It's always a give and take. All right, guys, talk to you later. Let me know. And again, keep squeezing your lemon.